Hi again guys, and welcome to another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie, and welcome to the first Kickstarter review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Battle of Durak. It's a 2 to 4 player game, plays about 15 to 20 minutes, essentially just a card drafting game where you play cards and then you draw cards. This game was sent to me by Fedor Sostin, who's also the creator. Thanks again Fedor for sending it to me. So let's go and have a look at Battle of Durak.
So guys, this is Battle of Durak. It comes in sort of a standard card size box, so very portable, easy to carry around with you. I like games like that. Mine came in a custom size box, still very easy to carry around with me. A custom box, but it's just made to fit sleeved cards. So let's just get straight into it. There is a start tile, which that's what me and my game group have came to call it. Well, the start card. Sorry, I do apologise. There are four class cards, four class types. Everyone gets to pick a class type. There's 5 cards in each class, but you only get to pick 3 each round, and you only get they're once use only. So once you use them, that's it. There's a mage, barbarian, thief, and necromancer. I really like the barbarian, but that's just my sort of. I pick that regardless of what sort of game we're playing, to be honest. But I won't go too much into the class cards. The battle cards themselves remind me of normal cards, apart from the detail, the way they look is really nice. I really like them. They go from the suits are hearts, stars, skulls, and crowns. Now they only go from 6 to ace, ace being highest. The only thing I would say is there is no longer a jack to ace. There is no longer jack to ace. It is only 6 to 14 if you look at their Kickstarter. That's what they aim to do. But because this was the original deck, that you'll see that there is jacks and jack to ace in here of every suit. So each player will start off with 6 of these battle cards. These are the battle cards. The aim of the game is to have no battle cards left, but every time you play battle cards you have to draw a battle card, so you basically have to exhaust the deck, then get rid of all your battle cards, then you are the winner of the game. Can be a lot harder than it sounds. So each player would get 6 of these cards. You would flip the top one over. That would then be the trump suit for this turn. The trump suit in this instance would be hearts. The deck would go there, the trump suit flipped there, just so that you would remember. Last player who was drawn would always get that card. So let's just pretend we're in a battle, just to give you an example of how a battle would work. So remembering that the trump suit was hearts. So if, say, I was attacking first, I would attack with the 10 of hearts. Now somebody could only defend if they had the trump suit, which that is anyway, so kind of messing around with them to start with, of the could only defend if they had the same suit of a higher value, or the trump card. But as I said, because it's a trump card, the trump becomes irrelevant on this turn. So he could then defend with, say, the king of hearts. Now I could only attack again if I had a 10 or a king. Doesn't matter which suit, but a 10 or a king. That's the only way I could attack again. So I am going to then attack him with, say, King of Skulls, and that would continue the attack. And he could then say, there's nothing I could do to beat it, unless obviously he had a trump suit, which he'd just say, for instance, he doesn't. So he would then have to take these cards back into his hand, because he couldn't defend the battle. I would then get to attack again if it's a two-player game. If he could defend it, and he could defend it with the ace of skulls, then I could say, oh, so now I could attack with a 10, a king, or an ace. I don't have a 10, a king, or an ace, so these cards, it's just dead cards, and they go to the graveyard, which the graveyard can come in handy when you're the necromancer and you can flip cards over until you find the trump suit, if you remember which, say the ace or the trump went in last, and then that could be next card pick. So it basically goes that way. So I played 3 cards, so I would then draw 3. Sorry. And it basically goes that way until the deck's completely exhausted, and I'll say something. Once that deck is gone, hold on to something, because it really gets tense and everyone starts panicking because you start passing cards back and forward. There's no cards left to draw, so you don't know what the same cards keep getting passed. Really tense, as I said. But let's go and have a look and see what I thought about Battle of Durak.
So guys, what did I think of Battle of Durak overall? I thought it was a really fun game. You can teach it to anyone. It actually reminds me of a game that we used to play in Britain called Switch. That was a good 10 years ago when I was still in school, but it's a really fun game. The character classes add a lot of elements to it. You can really change the game up, especially if there's no cards left to draw near the end. It plays from 2, 3 to 4 player, as I said. I personally prefer it with 2, just a one-on-one sort of straight battle. My friend prefers it with 3, but I think because there's some extra rules with 3 that I didn't really go into, but you'll see that if you purchase it. Anyway, I thought it was a really great game. Now, you can back the project. It's still available on Kickstarter to back just now. I'll be putting links in the description below. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching another episode of Beards and Board Games from me, Georgie. Thanks to Feder for sending me the game to review in the first place. Have a great day, guys.